week on News Pop Comedy, helping Obama trim the fat, worrying about layoffs, making the TV digital switch, and staying on the cutting edge of technology.
I know something's got to give. It doesn't. I mean, something has to change. I hope Barack changed. But even Barack goes, before he was elected, he goes, I'm going to go through the national budget line by line, and I'm going to cut out everything we don't need. Do you see the inauguration? They flew out his high school marching band from Hawaii. Call me crazy, but shouldn't 30 Hawaiian tuba players be somewhere near the top of the shit we don't need column in the budget?
I'm actually kind of, I'm a little bit worried, like I think, a lot of us are, about my job and about getting laid off because sales are down with my company. But then I saw this report that said that, unfortunately, college graduates are the first ones getting pink slips right now because their degree commands a higher salary, even though they're very valuable to the company. And I know it's wrong, but I was kind of relieved to hear that because I don't have a degree, and I don't, thank you for applauding me being illiterate, and I don't make much money, and I am of no value to my company at all. So I was like, whew, thank God I'm worthless. I think I'm safe.
And I'll tell you another commercial that runs ad nauseum. It's the commercial touting the switchover from analog to digital TV. Do we really need that much notice that analog TV is no longer... At some point, people with analog TV are going to realize that don't work. Stop interrupting my day with this bullshit about analog TV is going to switch to digital and you need to go to Target and get a $200 digital TV. When the civil rights movement passed in the 60s, blacks didn't get that much notice. There were brothers drinking out of the colored water fountain in 1983. I'm like, dude, didn't you hear? We can drink out of the white fountain. He was like, nah, man, I got analog TV.
You got to keep up with technology. That's the message. It's important. I realize that. Like, I don't want to. Like, I don't give a about Twitter or whatever, but I have to. I have to pretend to care. Because if you stop caring, you're going to be that fucking old douche who doesn't know what's going on, and there's nothing worse than that. Like, I feel like I got a visit from the ghost of technological ignorance future recently, and it terrified me. This is a true story. I was in a Verizon store, and this old guy walked into the Verizon store, just old, like 148, and he was dusty, and he's flaking off while I'm, he's hanging out. He comes in, he's from Transylvania, wherever Count Chocula's from, because that's how he talked, right? And he comes up to the counter, he's dragging his leg, and he comes up, and this is what he says. He goes, "Do you sell typewriter ribbon?" He wanted a typewriter ribbon in a cell phone store. And the 15-year-old Puerto Rican girl who works behind the counter wasn't even alive when typewriters have ever been used. So she doesn't even know what machine he's referring to. So she just looks at him blankly and just like, what's that? What's that? We sell cell phones. And he's like, I need typewriter ribbon. We sell cell phones. And they just keep generationally smashing heads, and they're never going to understand each other's technology. So then this is what he comes up with. He says, maybe manager in back has extra typewriter ribbon. Which is even sadder because that dude thinks that's how Verizon works. That there's some 24-year-old kid in the back of the store going, we got to get this paperwork to corporate. Tick, 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 zing. Like, what the... So then the guy looks to us, the other customers in the store, and he goes, where can I get typewriter ribbon? I'm like, I don't know, 1901, that's it. That's the only place I can think of. I'm sorry. But it scared me, right? I went home and I was like, what is that old bastard gonna do? Where's he gonna get a typewriter? And this is the saddest part of that whole story. Do you know where the only place that you can get a typewriter ribbon is anymore? On the internet. That's how screwed he is. That's not happening. That letter will not go to Transylvania.